Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Lost in Peyia. That's where we are. We're going to take a bit of a wiggle and a bit of a waggle and see which roads are open, because of course one or two people who flip-flop around from the UK to Peyia are wondering what road's open, what's road closed. So let's go and have a look around and see if the main road that links uptown Peyia to midtown Peyia to lower town Peyia is open, because there's a lot of roadworks going on. So let's go and have a look. I understand that if your name is David Potter, oh my goodness, already we found a road that is closed, big diggage shall we say. So let's go and have a quick look, because it says it's open for residents, doesn't it? So you never know, we might be able to get through. I'm pretty sure if your name is David Potter, and of course there's a girl in your life called Lady Angela, you know exactly where we are. Sabbath Grill, one of the best little restaurants in midtown Peyia, is coming up, and they do have some very, very good food, by the way. I've been there quite a few times, and most people who've been there say what a great little restaurant it is. And of course that's the Golden Rose. So if your name's Lady Ali and there's a man in your life called Sir Neil, you understand that's where you have to go if you want to get a bouquet of flowers or two. Anyway, it looks as though the road may be closed. Oh, no it's not. Let's keep going. Let's get a little bit of dirt on my nice clean car. Why not? You never know. Someone might gift me a couple of bob to get the car cleaned. Oh my goodness. There's bloody big diggering going on in central Peyia, that's for sure. If you've got a property in and around here, I would stay away for a while, because I would say the rains are about to come, so I don't think there's going to be a lot going on for the next 2 to 3 months. Not laughing at the people, I'm feeling sorry for the people, to be honest, because it's going to be an absolute nightmare in Peyia. And unfortunately for me, I come to Peyia 2 to 3 times a day, collecting cars and dropping off cars. So it's going to be an absolute nightmare, isn't it, for everybody who has anything to do with Peyia. So I roughly know where I am, by the way. I know the area very, very well. Street names don't mean a lot, as I say, but I know exactly where I am. So luckily, if I get stuck, I can, well, circumnavigate my way around, shall we say. We're coming back towards the main road, and, well, when they say getting to the police station, I assume they mean just getting into this piece of off-road, and you can walk in the police station and make a report or two, but that's about it. So we are in midtown Peyia, and, well, what can I say? An absolute nightmare. We understand that these roadworks have got to be done, but of course, well, we're all looking forward to when they're finished, because no one likes roads dug up, do they? Everyone likes to go on their normal routes, and they get familiar with those normal routes, don't they? Anyway, stick with us. Let's get back along that dirt track and get back into midtown Peyia, and I don't know, we'll go and circumnavigate somewhere else, especially for you. But luckily for Ali, luckily for Neil, of course the two dads, Sir Brian and Lord Mike, they're not coming back till next September. The flights are booked, the villa's booked, and of course there's going to be a party in the downtown Ked of Paphos Harbour. But luckily they put 1 or 2 signs up. This says to Peyia, so we're going to go there. This young lady's obviously lost. She's trying to sell some solar technologies to people. Oh my goodness, this is not good for your car, is it? And this is a dead end. But there we go, right? We're getting to look around the back of someone's house to see what's going on, and the car behind me is following me as well. He's completely lost. Everybody is completely lost in downtown Paphos. So there we are, midtown Peyia on a beautiful day. And everyone's trying to circumnavigate their way around. But what I understand is it's down this little dirt track. The girl there is turning round again, and it's this little track that takes us to midtown Peyia. And now they're all going to follow me again, you see. They're all like little lost puppies, aren't they? But this is the dirt track. Not the best of roads, shall we say. And, well, my car was washed this morning. I'm going to have to wash it again because I've got lots of problems. And one of them is I don't like a dirty car, and I drive a black one, so it makes it even worse. But a black car looks lovely when it's clean, doesn't it? Anyway, on that note, see if you like what you see. why not hit the like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. And if you want to help the channel out, well, all you got to do is Google these magic words. Google Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me. That'll take you straight through to our landing page. You'll read a little bit about us. You can read all of the previous comments and all of the replies and get to know some of the superstars on the little channel. And of course, we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. Gifting us a coffee, what do we do with it? Well, we convert it into liquid benzene to allow us to keep driving around making special videos for you. If you want an anniversary shout out, if you want a birthday shout out, well, all you've got to do is gift us that coffee or two. You can also choose to become one of our superstar members at only €10 a month. Yes, that's all it costs. Get yourself a special title, get yourself some privileges, and get yourself that little bit closer to Marika and me. You can also help us out on the YouTube platform as well, where you've got the like button, thumbs up, scroll across, and of course you've got shorts and downloads, and then you've got a heart-shaped button which is called thanks with a red $sign in the middle. And that's how you gift us some for loose spondoolies, some money via YouTube. And of course we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. If your name's Lady Ali, we thank you. Of course, Lord Derek Scully, we thank you. If your name's Sir Phil, there's a butterfly loving girl in your life, call Lady Sharon, we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. And a big shout out to some of the superstars who do come back now and again. Of course, if your name is Viking Ronnie, it was a great honour to meet you the other day, and we thank you for coming back over and over. Of course, if your name's Lady, oh, so sweet Caroline, we thank you. And of course, the partner in your crimes, Lord Nigel of the Big Guns. We appreciate all of the support and all the love that you give us. Let's go this way and see what's going on in Peyia. I got a feeling that this road is open, and then we're going to work our way down towards the main road which links St George and Sea Caves towards Coral Bay. And yes, Lady Ali, guess what? We're going to go down the Coral Bay Strip, especially for you, and especially for David Potter, and of course especially for James Henry and one or two of the other superstars who like to know what is going on in downtown Coral Bay on a truly spectacality of a day indeed. We are in the first week of November, you understand that if you regularly follow the channel. And the weather, well, what can you say? Look at that. The sky, it's blue. The sea, oh yeah, it's blue. Mr. Paul, guess what? He's dressed head to toe in blue. All that's missing is you. So why not get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because Paphos Cyprus, Marika and me, we are waiting, especially for you. And if you're looking for us, more often than not, obviously you'll find us in the Pelican restaurant in the harbour. As the nights are drawing in, obviously we're getting out a little bit earlier, so probably at around about 7ish, that's where you're going to find us supping on a drink or two. Why not come and join us, say a big hello, perhaps pull up a chair and let us chew the fat and find out all about your holiday and where you've come from. Perhaps you may have come from downtown in Krakow in Poland. Perhaps your name's Lady Anna, my superstar. You got a husband, the greatest doctor in the world, called Sir Thomas, and of course the future greatest lawyer in the world, Mr. Bart. We're missing you like crazy, and we're looking forward to seeing you again next year. Perhaps you come from downtown northern Germany. Perhaps your name's Mr. Dirk. Perhaps your name's Mr. Michael. Perhaps you've got a dog, yes, called Mr. Leno. And perhaps you're getting ready to get on a big bird and fly into downtown Paphos, where you'll be residing in Konya. And there'll be a great little Honda HR-V waiting for you in the airport. That's for sure. We're looking forward to seeing you guys, and we'll go down to the harbour area, and guess what? We'll be doing a little bit of Romeo and Juliet, especially for Sir Martin and of course his beauty, Lady Victoria, and a little bit of lardy-darring for my great friend Sir Bernie, and of course his beauty, Lady Jan. And of course we'll have to light a massive Romeo and Juliet for the superstar known as Lord Derek Scully in downtown Dublin, who's always practicing his culinary skills for his Miss Ochin Gracilia Booth. We're on the main coastal road. This is one that joins St George, Sea Caves and Peyia and takes you all the way to Paphos. But what's coming up next? Well, we're going to go and have a look at Coral Bay and see what's going on this absolutely, truly spectacality of a morning indeed. Now I warn you now, if you're driving around, by the way, always stick to the speed limits, because the boys in blue, the girls in blue, they are waiting especially for you, and they take speeding very, very seriously. Well, they don't actually, but they do understand that they can make money, so they're out and about hunting us down. But luckily they are, should we say, very lenient, very generous to us. Most of the speed limits in and around Paphos are 50 kilometres an hour, you may have noticed, or 65 is another popular one. So I say to everyone, if you travel around about 60-65 kilometres everywhere, you cannot get done. Because the reason for that is they give you a very, very high tolerance rate. So if you're, let's say you're in a 50, they won't zap you unless you're doing 70. So 69 is the cut-off. So if you're in a 65, well, they won't zap you unless you're doing about 85. So 84 is okay. See? Quite lenient. Another thing that they don't like is you're talking on a mobile phone. But most of the police officers, as long as you look them in the eye and say sorry and put the phone down, yes, you may still be talking on it, but put it down, they will leave you alone. Because to be honest, they can't be bothered with the paperwork. And most of the police officers that I spoke to say, well, you know, I talk on my mobile phone, so it wouldn't be correct for me to, yes, issue a fine to my cousin or my sister or my mother. So there is a little bit of sense in the law and order in and around Paphos. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're a naughty boy, most of them have got guns. So, yeah, I think you understand. If you're naughty, they're going to shoot you. And even if they don't shoot you, they're probably going to beat you. Because, as I've said, which part of EU are we in? We're just dipping our toe in, just to make sure that we can get some of that sponduli, some of that money, some of that loose. Coral Bay Beach, that's coming up on the right-hand side. And I'll tell you what, it's looking very, very nice indeed. And we see there's people walking away from the beach. That's unusual on a day like today, because I'll bet you there's quite a few people on that beach dipping in the blue Mediterranean Sea. Anyway, Coral Bay Strip is coming up. If you're on a bus, by the way, that's the bus stop there. The bus from Paphos to Coral Bay runs every 20 minutes. The bus number that you're looking for is 615. The vast majority of the bus drivers speak very good English, or should we say English in a box, certainly to cover what you'll be asking, like, is this the bus to Coral Bay? Yes. How much is this bus to Coral Bay? €2.50. Although I think it's €1.50, and I think it goes up at night, although I think it's going to be seasonal. But anyway, if you've used a bus or two, drop it in the comments and let us know. You've also got the intercity buses. They're normally green, big yellow letters saying intercity buses, and they go from the main new bus terminal in the old town. Yes, that's where they go from now. And of course they'll take you from, let's say, Paphos to Limassol, Paphos to Nicosia, Paphos to Larnaca, and the price is very, very reasonable indeed. I mean, it's chump change, it really, really is. I think it's €5 or €6 there and back from Paphos to Limassol, and I think it's 12 to 14 euros to go from Paphos to Nicosia and back. So it's very, very cheap indeed. Although I'm a bit stupid, I'd rather go in a gas guzzling car, because at least I can stop whenever I want. Anyway, this is the Doggy Woggy. He's having a walk around looking for his breakfast. He's been in Theo's, now he's going to go across the road and see if he can, well, get another one, shall we say. Lots of restaurants about. Dirty Martini's waiting for you there. Of course, you've got the Coral Bay Grill and more. That's a new place, Mediterranean cuisine. You've got the Peyia Medical Centre there on the left-hand side. You've got the bake shop. And if you need some spondulis to go in the Les Amis restaurant, perhaps if your name's our Dame Anne, the girl in charge of the show, well, next door to that is the Paphos Cyprus. So pop your plastic friend in there and get yourself a couple of bob. This is Coral Bay Roundabout. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of Mr. Paul's complete and utter madness. Thanks for watching.